Hello students, how are you? Today we will start miscellaneous exercise of chapter 2. In this exercise, first two questions we have already done when I explained you exercise 2.1. So today I am going to start with this question number 3, in which it is given that you have to prove 2 sine inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 24 by 7. So I am taking your left hand side. This is 2 sine inverse 3 by 5. But I know the formula of 2 tan inverse x, that is equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Write the supportive reason in this in one side. So it means I need to change this sine inverse into tan inverse. By using this right angle triangle, I can do it very easily. Sine inverse means the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is 3 by 5. So ultimately by using Pythagoras theorem, I know this would be 4. So this would be 4 by using Pythagoras theorem. So now 2 tan inverse, this 2 sine inverse 3 by 5. So this is sine inverse. You can do it on one side of your solution. Sine inverse 3 by 5 becomes tan inverse perpendicular upon base 3 by 4. You can do it in one side. So it becomes 2 tan inverse 3 by 4. This is the continuation of your solution, but you have to show it that how you have converted this sine inverse 3 by 5 into tan inverse. Okay. So now I can apply this formula. You are supposed to write this reason here, that it would be tan inverse 2x is now 3 by 4 upon 1 minus x square means 3 by 4 whole square. So it would become tan inverse. So now this is 2. This is 3 by 2 upon 16 minus 9 by 16. After simplification, take LCM. After taking the LCM, it would become like this. So it would be tan inverse 3 by 2 into denominator of denominator numerator. To take its reciprocal, it would become 16 by 16 minus 9 is 7. So this is 2 8 the 16. So it would become tan inverse 24 by 7. That is equal to your right hand side. It is very easy, but without formulae, you won't be able to solve it. In question number 4, we have been given sine inverse 8 by 17 plus sine inverse 3 by 5. We have to show that that is equal to tan inverse 77 by 36. So इसमें I am going to convert this sine inverse into tan inverse and this also into tan inverse. So first of all, I have taken this. This is perpendicular upon hypotenuse 8 upon 17. By using the Pythagoras theorem, I have calculated this is 15. So sine inverse 8 by 17. Sine inverse 8 by 17 would become tan inverse 8 by 15 perpendicular upon base. Similarly, in this also sine inverse 3 by 5 means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. By applying the Pythagoras, you can calculate base, and now sine inverse 3 by 5 becomes equal to tan inverse perpendicular upon base 3 by 4. So I have converted both of these sine inverse into tan inverse. Now it would become tan inverse 8 by 15 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. Now before applying the formula of tan inverse A plus tan inverse B, we need to check whether the product of these two is lesser than 1 or not. So I am going to do it here. 8 by 15 multiplied by 3 by 4. This is 4 2s are 3 5s are. So this is 2 by 5, which is less than 1. Yes, I can apply direct formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So I am going to apply this formula here. This is tan inverse x is 8 by 15 plus y is 3 by 4 upon 1 minus x into y. So now tan inverse, when I take the LCM, it would become 60. So 4 8s are 32, 15 3s are 45. Here also 15 4s are 60. If I take the LCM, it will become like this. This 60 will be cancelled by this 60. So you are left with now tan inverse 77 by this is 36, and that is equal to your right hand side. Now question number 5, it is given in all this cos inverse, cos inverse, cos inverse. Either you can apply one formula which I gave you, that cos inverse A plus cos inverse B is equal to cos inverse AB minus square root of 1 minus A square into 1 minus B square. Or one method, other method is I can change all these cos inverse into tan inverse. So cos inverse I have taken, cos inverse is per base upon hypotenuse, base upon hypotenuse. So I have calculated by PGT, Pythagoras theorem says 3, this is 3. So now cos inverse 4 by 5 means tan inverse perpendicular upon base. Similarly in this is cos inverse 12 by 13 base upon hypotenuse. So now by Pythagoras theorem this is 5. So cos inverse 12 by 13 will become tan inverse perpendicular upon base. So now after this, cos inverse of this plus cos inverse of this is equal to tan inverse of this plus tan inverse of this. Now after this we will apply tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is equal to tan inverse A plus B upon 1 minus AB. But before that we will check whether this formula can be applied or not. Means I will check whether the product of these two is lesser than 1 or not. So I am going to check it here. 3 by 4 into 5 by 12. This is 3 4 is 12, 5 by 16. 5 by 16 is obviously less than 1. So I can apply this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So it will become tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x into y. Okay. So now after simplification it would become 4 12s are, LCM of 4 and 12 will be 12. So now this is 3 3 is 9 plus 5, and here it would become 12 4s are 48 minus 15 pi, this is 48. So now it would become tan inverse 14 by 12 into cross multiply, this is 48 by, this is 33. This is 33. So now it would become tan inverse 56 by 33. So now it is simplified, left side is simplified. Now I will simplify your right hand side. In right side we have been given cos inverse 33 by 65. So it is 33 by 65. Okay. So students, in right side it is cos inverse 33 by 65. By applying the Pythagoras theorem, this is base and hypotenuse 33 by 65. By using the Pythagoras theorem, this perpendicular will be square root of 65 square minus 33 square. 65 square I have calculated. This is 3136. 3136. Sorry, this is 65 into 65. 4235. Sorry, this is 4235 minus, and this is 33 square is 1089. And when we subtract these two, it will be 3136. And when you will take square root of this I have calculated here. This is the square root is 56. So this is 56. So now cos inverse 33 by 65 would become tan inverse 56 by 33, and that is equal to your left hand side. Now I will tell you what is the other way by using that you can solve it. That is by applying the direct formula. And what is that direct formula? Look here. Left hand side I will take, this is cos inverse A plus cos inverse B. That can be written as cos inverse AB. If it is plus, then in that case I will apply minus. This is 1 minus A square, 1 minus B square. In the beginning I have given you this formula. You go, you check it there. So this is cos inverse. What is A? What is A? That is 4 by 5. What is B? B is your 12 by 13. And now minus, this is 1 minus 4 by 5 whole square into 1 minus B is 12 by 13 whole square. So now if you calculate it, it would become cos inverse, that is 48 by 65 minus this is 25 minus 16 by 25, and this is 169 minus 144 by 169. So now it would become cos inverse 48 by 65. This is 9 means 3 by 5, and it is 25 means 5 by 13. So now if I calculate this is cos inverse 48 minus 15 by 5 13s are means 13 5s are 65. So now it is cos inverse 3 by 65, that is same as equal to your right hand side. You can do it in this way also. So now I'm again taking left hand side in this question number 6. Here it is given cos inverse. बाकी सारे देखो here this is also sin inverse, this is also sin inverse. So I am going to change this cos inverse also in the sin inverse. This is 12 and this is 13. So it would be 5. If you apply Pythagoras theorem, आप पाइथागोरस थ्योरम करके देखेंगे तो आपका यही आएगा. So it means cos inverse 12 by 13 becomes tan inverse 5 by 13. Okay, so now I can replace it here. So it would become I need to change it into sin inverse form. So it would become sin inverse 5 by 13. Sin inverse 5 by 13. Sorry. So cos inverse 12 by 13 means sin inverse 5 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Now I am going to write this formula for sin inverse A plus sin inverse B is equal to sin inverse A into square root of 1 minus B square. When it is plus, so plus would be written here, and here B, then 1 minus A square. This is the formula. I am going to apply this here. So it would become sin inverse. What is A? A is this and B is this. So A is 5 by 13 and square root of 1 minus B square. So that is 3 by 5 square, and then plus sin, then B is 3 by 5 and then square root of 1 minus A square, and A is your 5 by 13. So square of 5 by 13. So now let us calculate it. Sin inverse 5 by 13, and it will become 25 minus 9 by 25. This is 3 by 5, and this is 169 minus 25 by 169. So it would become sin inverse 5 by 13 into 4 by 5. If you simplify it, you will get 4 by 5 plus 3 by 5. And when you will simplify this, it will be 144 means the square of 12 and 169 is square of 13. So it would become sin inverse. This is also 65. This is also 65. So your LCM will be 65, and this is 20 plus 36. So it would become sin inverse 56 by 65, and that is equal to your right hand side. This is one way to solve it. In the other way, what you can do, you can convert this also tan inverse, this also in the tan inverse, and this also in the tan inverse. By applying the formula tan inverse A plus tan inverse B, you can simplify this. Yes students, this is your question number 8. इस 7th आप खुद करना, बिल्कुल आसान सा क्वेश्चन है, जैसे अभी मैंने आपको कराया उसी टाइप का क्वेश्चन है. ये आ जाइए क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 पर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 में you are to prove that this is equal to pi by 4. तो आपको दिख रहा है ये tan inverse this plus tan inverse this plus tan inverse this. तो मैं ये कर रही हूँ, इनको दो को अलग ले लेती हूँ और दो को अलग ले लेती हूँ. अब यहाँ पर 1 by 5 into 1 by 7 जो है that is less than 1, 1 by 35 is less than 1. और इसमें ये देखो ये जो 1 by 3 और 1 by 8 है, 1 by 3 and 1 by 8 that is also less than 1, 1 by 24 is also less than 1. So I can apply the formula. Which formula? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. ये फॉर्मूला मैं ये अप्लाई कर सकती हूँ, ठीक है. तो मैं ये अप्लाई करने वाली हूँ यहाँ पर, इसमें भी और इसमें भी. तो यहाँ पर ये बन जाएगा tan inverse 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 upon 1 minus 1 by 5 into 1 by 7. ओके जी. प्लस tan inverse यहाँ भी अप्लाई करो this plus this 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 upon 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 8. So it would become tan inverse 7 plus 5 upon 35, and this is 35 minus 1 upon 35. 35 cancel. सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है, कुछ भी नहीं है, कैलकुलेशन है, बिल्कुल एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस जैसे आप करते थे वही है आपके पास, और कुछ भी नहीं है जी, सिंपल कैलकुलेशन कर रही हूँ मैं. So tan inverse, this is 7 plus 5, 12 by 34, and this is tan inverse 11 by, this is 23, but I can cancel this. I can see this is 6 by, this is 17. Okay, so now it would become tan inverse 6 by 17 plus tan inverse 11 by 23. Again I am going to check whether this 6 by 17 into 11 by 23, this is 66 by, this is 17 to the 34 plus this 9 less than 1 है, ये भी आपको दिख रहा है. तो I can apply again this identity. ये वाला फॉर्मूला मैं फिर अप्लाई कर सकती हूँ यहाँ, tan inverse A plus B upon 1 minus A into B. So what it would become, tan inverse, what is this, and what is 17 into 23. 17 into 23 I have calculated this 391 minus 66 upon 17 into 23, this is cancelled. फिर बिल्कुल सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है, मैं कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं कर रही हूँ, सिर्फ कैलकुलेशन कर रही हूँ मैं. And this is 9 minus 6 is 3. Oh sorry. This is 391. Sorry, 391 minus 66. 11 minus 6 is 5, and 8 minus 6 200, and this is 325. 325. देखो 325 divided by 325. This is tan inverse 1, and I know that 1 is at tan pi by 4. This is cancelled, so you are left with pi by 4, that is equal to your right hand side. Now here question number 9. In this you have to prove that tan inverse root x is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. So I have taken this 2 which is there on in the denominator in the right side. I have taken it to the left hand side and multiplied it with this. So now 2 tan inverse x, you know that there are three formula for this 2 tan inverse x. First is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. This is first. Second is sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. Third one is cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. And I told you at that time when I explained about this formula to you that we will apply any one of these three as per the requirement of our question. Now in this question you can see here on the right side we need this cos inverse, and cos inverse I can find here in this formula. So 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. I am going to apply here in this left hand side. So I am taking left hand side. This is 2 tan inverse root x. And if I replace this x, आप confused ना हो तो मैं इसको a लिख लेती हूँ. So this is 2a and here also. So now you can see I am going to apply this formula for this. 2 tan inverse a is equal to cos inverse 1 minus a square upon 1 plus a square. So this is equal to cos inverse 1 minus a is my root x. So root x square upon 1 plus what is a root x square. So it would become, and don't forget to write this formula in your means as a supportive reason. So cos inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, and that is equal to your right hand side. So this is equal to your right hand side, hence it is done. हाँ जी, मैंने 9th क्वेश्चन अभी आपको कराया, 10th और 11th अभी मैं छोड़ी क्योंकि वो मैं दोनों ही टाइप के हैं और थोड़ा टिपिकल टाइप है, वो एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप है, that I will explain you in my next lecture. So now I have taken this question number 12, which is 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sin inverse 1 by 3 is equal to 9 by 4 sine inverse in this. We have to prove that this is equal to this. So what's common from here? What is common from here? 9 by 4 is common if I take left hand side. So 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sine inverse 1 by 3. So what can I take as a common from here? 9 by 4 I can take common. So what is left here? Pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 3. So now I know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. If pi by 2 minus sine inverse x is there, then it would become like this. Pi by 2 minus sine inverse x का मतलब है that is equal to cos inverse x. So this 1 by 3 is acting as x. So it would become 9 by 4. You are to write this supportive reason. So it would become cos inverse, and what is your x? 1 by 3. But my right hand side, it needs here sine inverse. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, I know if this is 1 based upon hypotenuse, then by using Pythagoras theorem, I know that it will become 2 root 2, because this is perpendicular. Perpendicular is the square root of hypotenuse square minus base square. So it would be 3 square minus 1 square. 9 minus 1 is the square root 8, and square root 8 is 2 root 2. So it would become 2 root 2. So this implies 9 by 4 sine inverse perpendicular, that is 2 root 2 upon hypotenuse, that is 3, and that is equal to your right hand side. Students, remaining questions of this exercise I will explain you in my next lecture. Thank you.